Now the whole toe of these boots has been worn away, and this is exactly what you don't want happening. Look at that. The water just soaks right in. On the other hand, these are the same pair of boots with just 2 products applied and forms droplets and runs away. The difference being the water isn't going to soak into the leather and cause it to rot from the inside. And in today's video, I'm going to show you the 2 products. They're both made by the same people that make the boots, and how to apply it and how to re-waterproof your boots in just 2 steps. And if you stay with me till the end, I'm going to give you a tip for looking after your laces. So the products I'm going to use, made by Altberg, who make the boots, are Leder Gris and Leder Glos. The Leder Gris does most of the heavy lifting with the waterproofing and the recoloring, and the Leder Glos is the icing on the cake that gives it a little bit of sheen at the end of the process. So, as ever, laces out, shoe trees in, and let's get started. Now, just to show you the starting point, we've got that, not only the dry toe cap, but all of this dryness around the side, the creasing. These are in quite a poor state. But with any luck, we'll get them to look like these again. Now, as you can see, there is still damage. These aren't factory fresh. What we want them to be is a perfectly serviceable pair of boots again. They're still going to have the nicks and the scuffs and the scratches, but with the waterproofing and the shine, just like before. So we'll put the finished one to one side, open up the Leder Gris, and let's get started. Now, I'm going to use this in very thin, multiple, very thin layers. We can build it up in as many layers as we like, but the thinness of the layer is the key to the success, really. You can see already just how the leather is gobbling up the grease. It's obviously been a long, long time since these boots had any proper treatment. And as with the vast majority of things that I buy, these were an eBay purchase. These boots would be about £200 brand new, and I typically get them for about a tenth of that, somewhere between £20 and £30. So if you can bring them back to life, then you really are winning a watch. Because the overall structure of the boots, the quality of the soles, the rest of the upper, it's all really good. It's just the condition that needs to be addressed. So that's just the first layer of Leder Gris, and give it its first buff to see where that's left us. I'm going to open up the bellows of the tongue. Just get right in there. That's where it can get really dry, and you can get an accumulation of dirt and water, which is what dries it out. So it's good to give that some good conditioning as well. So that already, as you can see, with one coat of Leder Gris is so much better. It's not got quite the shine of the finished one, but you wouldn't expect that because that's more of a Leder Glos job. But I think you'll agree, pretty good progress so far. So I'm just going to do a second coat quickly, and then we'll get on with the shine. And that's it after round 2. And now we're going to give it a shine with the gloss. Now, as I explained in another video, the difference between these products, the ones actually made by Altberg themselves, and the standard products that I would use. First is, for cleaning, I would normally use a saddle soap. And a saddle soap, when the leather is treated the way these are for natural waterproofing, saddle soap can actually dry out the leather if it's not properly treated with the grease. And what the grease does, the leather grease, is it gives it waterproofing but still allows the leather to breathe, and that stops the leather from rotting once it's got wet. So it's very important to treat them properly. As I say, most polishes will be wax based and paraffin based, and these are more grease based. These products are grease based that give natural waterproofing rather than the waxy finish, which is more of a barrier than the grease. The grease behaves more like an oil that soaks into the leather and gives us a natural water repellence. And there we go, just a final satisfying buff with a lamb's wool pad, and as you can see, it's quite the transformation. Even next to the other one, they now look pretty much identical. So, as I said at the start, I'm going to show you how to look after your laces. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take the leather grease again, and all we're going to do is run the lace. So you hold the lace in the tin with your finger and then just run it through, just making sure that you coat it along its length. There we go. Now, that's now going to be fairly uneven, so you just squeeze it as you pull the lace through your hands, and then the same thing going back. And all this does is greases up the lace, softens it, gives it a degree of waterproofing and weather resistance. So through continuous wetting and drying, soaking and drying, it's not going to dry out quite the same as it normally would. And there we are, the final beauty shot, as it were, the proof of the pudding. As you can see, the water just forms droplets and runs off exactly as you would hope it to. And this time, when you give it a wipe, that's now completely bone dry. So if you've got a pair of old army boots that are looking a bit tired and past it, don't be tempted to go out and buy 10 different products. All you need is a bit of Leder Gris and Leder Glos, and you can take them back to being fully functional members of society again. So if you like this, don't forget to follow along and subscribe to the channel. And if you've got any other tips and tricks for protecting your boots, please share them in the comments. And if there's anything else you'd like to see on the channel, please drop them in the comments as well. Anyway, until next time, take care, and I'll see you very soon.